Get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready?
50 seconds to Mike.
I'm not ready.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Look, squeeze. Go. Check 9. Ready?
Lock to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
59! 6-6, pull it out.
Check out
3. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Ty Johnson, rookie six-rounder from Maryland. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Switch.
From the gun on third down, Stafford looking deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too. Here's Locke back near his goal line. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Coming to you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Easy alert.
51's the mic.
What happened?
Now Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Detroit. Equanimous St. Brown, 76 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Block now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They look to throw. It's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. After one, it's 9-0. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Tight down. There you go. Check. Crunch. 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 Sponge. Hey. No. Hey, do. 57.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Going up top. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Locke with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Like 7. No. 59. Kill. Bang.
Here's Stafford. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman. The tackle there by George Odom. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a 3rd-round pick on him, but it was Philip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the backup. From the 27, Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Room here to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
90 Wolf. Let's go, D. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Delta. Shift. Watch the safety creep. Out. Gone. Snap.
Here's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Come on, set.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
The 43-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that will help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. You know what coming. This is more like coming. Blue 60. 53. Ready. Hey, exit.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Lions 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
You got tape. Hey, 70. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 180. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming. Zebra. Hey, easy. Hey, 59. Mike 59. All you get on the head.
On first down, Stafford here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Johnson was the intended receiver. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
18 Gator.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, give me radar. 59. Bravo. Check, 59. Watch the run. Check 3. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Throwing deep for Golladay. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Yeah, Sanders now to return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Go out. Slam, slam, slam. Hey. Hey, Alpha. 36. Wide. Get wide. 5.
From the 36, Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
At the 15-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big 20. Hey, Foxtrot. 22's coming, Mike. Hey, tight. Like 22. Hey. All day, every day, any day.
Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Double right. Switch. 21. Hey. Like 22, he's coming.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Set. Get a 20. Stay 50. Switch.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
32.
Safety screaming.
They go to Johnson again. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Omaha, ready to move.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford, and that's knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Leo!
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Ready?
Block off the play action. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall, Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Final minute now, the third quarter.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Watch the shit!
On second down, it's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle by Joe.
You got it! You got it!
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
All right. Let's go, B. Let's go. Let's go.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 38.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Shit. 49. Check.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Watch it.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Undercrush.
Get it.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
218, chop it.
Chance. Lights 57.
Five.
second down. Here's Locke. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check. 80 weapons. Under 10. 10.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, and this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2.
Just like that.
Hey.
Mike.
To throw is Stafford. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
57.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now it's Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
6-6, pull it high.
A give, running right, Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. as big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check 50. Slam. Back. Shoot. Check 3. Hard.
Snap.
To throw it is Locke. He's going to air one out. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 32.
Check 9.
Look at him.
Now Stafford. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Stafford now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. Stafford now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Wahoo!
Watch twist. Check out read.
Now it's Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
On the ready.
Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Freeman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Detroit, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.